Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you, some of you Republicans, but it's time to wake up and smell the fascism. And that's the bottom line. It's time to wake up. Many of you did, and I'm glad. I'm not getting me wrong. Many of you did wake up, but still taking too long, okay? We need something a little more reactive, because time is going very fast. And people like Paul Ryan and the McConnell and this McCain and the Flake, my Jesus, help me out.
Traumatic injuries and post-traumatic stress, President Bush has worked to support programs that ease the transition to civilian life. In his new book, Portraits of Courage, a Commander-in-Chief's tribute to America's warriors, President Bush uses his love of painting to honor the sacrifice and courage of America's military veterans. We're going to talk to some of them in a moment, but first, President Bush, it's always nice to have you here in the studio. Thanks for joining.
Okay, don't make me puke. This guy first sent all these soldiers as cannon fodder to illegal wars, and we know that they were a fraud, and now he's trying to make it to look good, like he's painting and helping these poor people that came back without arms, or maybe without eyes or whatever. Such an hypocrisy, guys, seriously. But whatever, let me just move. So anyway, listen, that's the bottom line. This is the bottom line. And when people say, I've been reading, by the way, lately on Facebook, after the Paul Ryan, the new Republicare, okay, the new replacement of Obamacare with the Rhino Care, they say, please give us the same health care that the congressmen have, the Congress has. I have a better idea, guys. Government, just leave us the hell alone. We don't need you in our life. Free market can take care of itself. And you, parasitic leeches in Congress, you do not need any healthcare on our tax dollar, because you're getting paid pretty much good, decent money for what you do. You can afford your own healthcare, like any one of us in the private sector does. So it's a very simple plan. I don't want the healthcare by the same healthcare the Congress is having. No, I just want the Congress to leave us alone. And they need to pay for the healthcare too. So we're all clearly safe in a nice way, and there is no stress. All right, let's have a little break. Then I have something to share with you, something kind of disturbing about something that happened the last few months here in my office. Something that I need to tell you, because it may probably even save your life. Do not go away. You're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom with Luca Zanna.
Hey, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. You deserve a break. Enjoy a moment of indulgence. It's time for Zanna Coffee. Guilt-free pleasure. Zanna Coffee is the organic coffee to amplify your senses and enhance love for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Only the best organic and GMO-free coffee beans from around the world that I selected. Zanna Coffee brings you happiness in every cup. Fair trade certified, sustainable organic coffee. That means we do not use slaves. Free Zanna songs with every coffee bag. Find Zanna Coffee at www.zannacoffee.com. www.zannacoffee.com. Get your coffee bag now. Don't be cheap. Life is too short, and you deserve the best. Zanna Coffee.
I have an aversion to lies, coercion, and fraud. A prime example of all three arrived in my letterbox recently from an electricity company. It congratulated me on being one of the lucky people who had been chosen to receive a smart meter. It informed me that, and I quote, "Smart meters are a modern version of an analog meter, and they go the extra step by helping you to keep track of how much electricity your household is actually using. Unlike an analog meter, a smart meter records your electricity consumption at half-hour intervals and sends the data to your retail power company each day." End of quote. It then went on to describe in glowing terms all the so-called benefits to myself and to the health of my family of having a smart meter under such headings as, quote, "Know your facts," unquote, and, quote, "Smart meters and your health," unquote. And all of this stuff was followed by a lot of dangerously ignorant waffle, including a very phony chart purporting to compare EMF emissions from smart meters and the safety of them compared to EMF emissions from Wi-Fi routers, cell phones, microwave ovens, and so forth. Quite frankly, I was horrified. There are, in truth, 1,000 reasons why you do not want a smart meter in your home. People throughout the world who have been exposed to wireless smart meters experience an endless list of symptoms, from insomnia and nightmares to pressures in the head, anxiety, cardiac symptoms. It's almost endless. Nausea, flu-like symptoms, urinary issues, high blood pressure, hyperactivity, and brain damage in children, who, of course, are much more susceptible to damage than we adults are. In addition, peer-reviewed studies show that smart meters can result in DNA damage and sperm damage and destructive genetic and hormonal changes. I mean, it is hard to believe just how widespread the negative effects are. Weakening of the blood-brain barrier, for instance. Disturbance in the voltage-gated calcium channels, such as the ones in the heart. Degradation of immunity and even susceptibility to certain types of cancers. I believe that it's time for you to know the truth about smart meters and the horrendous hoax to the public that continues to invade the lives of millions of people throughout the world. When you have a smart meter installed, corporations are able to analyze your home appliances and use the data completely without your consent or knowledge. They can then sell this information to other organizations to make use of this personal data for their own purposes. Smart meters make it possible for just about anyone to hack your home and invade your private life. They can spy on people living in a home by measuring electricity, gas, television, or water usage frequently and over time. And this is because security measures surrounding the digital transmission of smart meter data exposes you to misuse of the data that is collected. Now, as far as the smart grid, which has been created by millions of smart meters, is concerned, even former CIA Director James Woolsey has warned that on security grounds alone, the whole smart grid design is, and I quote, really a stupid grid. A smart grid can be easily hacked and even completely shut down, making power unavailable to whole cities. Even Homeland Security in the U.S. warns that the electric grids are highly vulnerable wireless systems. Okay, thanks to a compilation of reports from Australia, Canada, and the United States in regard to smart meter fires, we know now that despite all the promotional nonsense about how safe smart meters are by the smart meter companies, these smart meters can continue to destroy houses and people's lives. The Toronto Star reported in 2015 that 5,400 of the electricity conservation gauges have had to be removed due to the risk of the fires that they cause. After a protracted argument, back to me again, with the customer service team at my electricity provider, I made it clear that under no circumstances was anyone to put a smart meter into my home. I requested that they send me a formal letter confirming that they would not do this. After 3 weeks, during which no confirmation letter arrived, I got back to them once again and demanded it. What astounded me was simply that these people who were singing the praises of smart metering had no clue about what they were selling. They were like a group of parrots feeding back the party line, completely ignorant. Okay, here's the bottom line. If you already have a smart meter installed in your home, I suggest you ring your electricity supplier and demand that they remove it. If you do not have one, never agree to let them put one in. I also suggest that you watch a superb Canadian film on smart meters to find out the truth about these devices. This is how. Go online, search for the film, quote, Take Back Your Power, unquote. It is thorough, fascinating, and accurate. You'll learn from it all you need to know. You can also check out the list of references I've provided below, as well as hundreds more to find out the truth about smart meters, which are of absolutely no value to people who have them. It's time to get savvy. Your health and your life could well depend on it. Thanks for listening.
Okay. That was very good. I mean, Leslie Canton, I think she's a Canadian. She has a YouTube channel that I subscribe, Leslie Canton, and I think that's very important. Why I'm bringing this up today? Because guess what? About 4 months ago, just before Christmas, I finally said to myself, I have here a business, and also I have a warehouse where I also broadcast my show from, and I stay here in the office. I've been opting out from the smart meter for a while, and I know exactly what they do to you. But I almost wanted to say, let me try them on my skin, just because. So 4 months ago, exactly before Christmas, I think it was November, I got it written down, I allow the Unisource, just think about the name, Unisource. It means one, the only source. That's scary, eh? The way we are stuck in any country, not just America, but any country, they give you only one option, one. So you cannot even compete. If you don't like them, guess what? Too bad. So anyway, I digress. We were given by Unisource the opportunity that, of course, they were trying to push on me so many times, and I said, no, I don't want smart meters. And I delayed, and I say, okay, fine. Then I say, I want to try them. I want to try on my skin because I really want to see what they're doing. And I know it's true, but still I wanted to try them. And I'm not masochist. I'm not trying to feel the pain. I just want to see, I want to really see what they can do to you. So I got this, I gave them the okay, the approval. They installed this smart meter. And not even after a couple of weeks, without getting into details of my personal life, I have a person here working for me, my business partner. She started to get sick, weirdly sick. Symptoms like, let's put it this way, buzzing in her ears, irritated, tired, probably with digestion, fatigue, many other symptoms, pretty much all the symptoms that this lady was talking about. And started to get worse and worse. Me, same story. Not as bad, but guess what? Very interesting symptoms. Irritation, something normally I never have. I'm pretty calm, believe it or not. I can drink 6 espresso, 6 Zanna coffees a day, and I'm still fine. But still have these smart meters installed. Everything started to change. Even difficultly in sleeping. Even difficultly in focusing. Very strange. So finally, about probably a week ago or so, I realized, wait a second. Because, we're getting sick in a weird way. Forget about just the chemtrails. This is something that makes no sense. All started since the time, not even after a few days after, a week after, Unisource installed smart meters. So I started to say, oh my God, why I'm so stupid? Exactly what I was thinking. And for a moment, I forgot about the smart meters. And I tell you something, normally, the average person out there, why I'm playing this? Because, sometimes you may feel symptoms that I want you to replay this part, especially if you go to lovegansfreedom.com, find the video that I will post this on YouTube, on the archives. I want you to listen to this, and more important, document yourself. This lady was talking about this documentary. There's so much information out there. There are lawsuits out there. Attorneys, before they take a case, they must have some foundation, as much as there are a lot of scumbags attorney out there. But still, there is a science. Medically, it's being proven. Smart meters, they're bad for your health. And they probably if you do not know that, and you have symptoms, you may think that you're just sick. So you may go to the doctor. And what the doctor is going to do? It's going to give you more medication. They're not going to fix anything. They're going to make you worse probably. So that's why I want to share this with you. I really believe it's important. It's an important thing. We must take awareness. We must be proactive. First of all, as you said, don't do that. I wanted to do it because I needed to experiment. And I realized, oh my gosh, this is true. Not because I didn't know it's true, but it's really happening on my skin, on the people that I know that they're here with me. So today was the day that finally they came and they removed it. But let me tell you now, let me play this little conversation. Because I tell you, I called Unisource. And normally I'm very nice, I'm polite, I try to smile, I try to joke around. But when it comes to these things, and you play with my life, you play with the people around me, their life, and their health, and our health, I lose all the respect for you. You will see a side of me that normally you never see. And I'm not trying to be a threat here. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not going to be gentle with you anymore. Okay? And I don't care you just working. You're working for the devil. You're going to listen to me. And don't play that BS over the phone. So anyway, I just played this little phone call. Why I'm doing this? Because I really want you one thing. Do not trust me. Do not trust anything I say. But at least take the time to document yourself. Learn about smart meters. And then if you have symptoms that you think they could be connected to smart meters, investigate and then take action. Take action. I'm not going to tell you do not have the smart meters. No, it's your choice. At least learn. That's what I'm saying. Document yourself. Seriously. At that point, you decide. You're still in control. We have more power than they let us know. Yes, they will charge you a little more, $25 a month, to have the, let's say, analogical meter. Guess what? I think your life is more important than $25 a month. I have also another answer to that. We need to remind to whoever is in charge of our government to stop these corporations to play with our lives, and they're supposed to charge us nothing about to have the right to have something that is healthy for us. Now, boss, if you don't want to eat poison today, we're going to charge you. Oh, but if you want to eat poison, we're going to give you a discount. Screw you. State of Arizona Corporation Commission, you need to act like real for the people. Okay? This is insane. And I'm tired and sick to think the idea that in America, like in Italy, or like, all the countries around there, you have always stuck with one company, like the mafia. I want to have choices. Maybe Unisource cannot provide a good service as maybe the next company. I want to select 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the market we are allowed to have as choices. Let me play this little phone conversation that I talked a couple of days ago with Unisource. And I wasn't happy. It's okay. You don't need to be happy, but you can listen. And maybe you do the same. You can call too if you want to. More calls out there, and more we will take our rights back. Here we go.
Thank you for holding. My name is Cindy. May I help you today with your Unisource account?
Yes. Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How about yourself?
Terrible. I'm almost dying here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and this is because...
I'm sorry?
Yeah, exactly. You should be sorry. Not you personally, but Unisource should be very sorry. I called yesterday. My name is Luca Zanna. I live in Golden Valley. I will give you the address now if you want me to. We can start with that.
Go right ahead.
64 Golden Valley, Arizona, 86413.
Okay.
What else do you need before you find my account so I can tell you exactly what I need here?
All right. I've got your account here. If you would do me a favor, I'm sorry, and your name again is?
Gianluca Zanna.
Okay, Mr. Zanna. Verify for me, if you would, the phone number and the email address, please. Thank you. And we do offer e-bill if that's ever of interest for you.
I don't care.
How can I help you?
Yeah, very simple. Yesterday I called. I was very polite. We have an emergency here. Since you installed this new smart meter, we've been having, even after a week, very serious problem with our health. Now we start to connect the dots. 3 months later or so, we're getting physically ill every time we come into this building, okay, where the smart meter is being installed. We got in nausea, we got in different symptoms that they're really bad. And I asked politely yesterday, I already did the research. I know how many people are suing you guys for this smart meters technology. I asked yesterday to immediately send me somebody to re-put back to the analogical meter, okay? And it wasn't about a conversation or a debate. It was a simple emergency request. Then I received this phone call from this Mr. Ramey, supervisor who wanted to have a conversation with us. He left a message yesterday, and I call him today back. He's not answering. I don't want to have any conversation with any supervisor. This is not for debate. Okay? Now I want to put you officially. I want to put you official on record. Listen to me, ma'am. Okay? Right? I'm recording this conversation. This is gonna be also on the air. Okay? On the radio station 1340 AM. This is a warning. If I do not get removed this as soon as possible, I will sue the out of you. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All of you.
I will not listen to the language.
I'm sorry. I'm dying here. I'm dying here. I'm dying here because of you. You don't want to listen, I'll sue you too. Okay? You better put me.
If
Give me
you're
a.
wanting to change the meter, that's perfectly fine.
Fine.
But you do need to speak with the supervisor to set that
And
up.
then give me a supervisor now, please, because I'm really tired. When somebody's stressed out like this, you should understand, especially after politely. I was very polite yesterday. This is not my fault. You should blame it on the supervisor if you want me to. Because I asked politely yesterday, send me somebody for replacement. And now I'm having this conversation and this phone tag with the supervisor. Maybe he's having a coffee now while I'm dying here. I'm sorry, I'm a human being. I'm sure you understand. If you were in my situation, sick as we're getting here, since this smart meter has been installed, I'm sure you would be like this too. If it was your son or your daughter, I'm sure you will be like this too. Now, please, get me a supervisor. And it's nothing against you. You're doing your job. I understand that. But I need to talk to somebody to remove the smart meter as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get Remy for you. One moment, please.
I'm on hold with Unisource, and I'm trying to remove the smart meter out of my life. Since they installed it 4 months ago, in this household, everybody's been sick. All the symptoms you can imagine, you can find also online. Hello? And by the way, there are many lawsuits out there. This is not just an opinion. It's scientifically proven that smart meters can really mess your health, be dangerous to your health, not just to your brain, and stress you out. So, sorry, sometimes I lose a little bit.
I haven't forgotten you. Hold on for me just a bit longer, please.
Thank you, I'm here. Unfortunately, that's what they want you to do, because they just hope you go away. I mean, yesterday I called, I was very polite. I said, please remove the smart meter. It's my right. That's why also they charge me an extra $25 a month. It is not like it's doing me a favor. And then I received this phone call in the afternoon from this supervisor. He wanted to have a conversation. He wanted to give me more information about it. Like he's trying to do some pitch sale. You know what? There is nothing to pitch. By the way, this bus is not even at work today. Or if he's at work, doesn't answer. 2 phone calls, 2 messages left. Meanwhile, I'm here freaking having all the symptoms out of the book since I walk into this metal building that supposedly, used to be fine before they installed this smart meter. Now I feel nausea, I feel irritated, I feel stressed out. Anyway, regardless, it's my right. You may believe it or not, I don't care. I do not want this freaking smart meter. How does it sound that? Okay? So I'm waiting patiently. Let's see when they're gonna come, and let's see what type of other, BS the supervisor's gonna give me. I remember when I let them in my property, walk into my property to remove the old analogical meter, they gave me, say, you have the option smart or stupid. Let me go. I go for the stupid meter. Fine with me. And charge me $25. Even I think it's illegal, because by the way, this is complete fascism. You don't give me even the opportunity to have competition. And this is blame it on the state. We get stuck with one company, like the Unisource in this case, that you pretty much try to tell us, or you do this or you jump. Okay, so screw you. At least I can tell you that. And if you feel offended, I'm sorry, when you listen to this message, I tell you screw you twice. At least since I'm paying for your freaking salary.
All right, Mr. Zanna,
Yes.
I got Remy for you. I'm going to go ahead and put you through.
Yes, Unisource. Yeah. Unisource. Okay, it's a Unisource. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever it is. Sorry if I made a mistake. Unisource.
Hello, Mr. Zanna.
Yes, good morning, sir. What's your name?
Good morning, Mr. Zanna. Thank you for Yeah, I got your message, sir, but I was just needing a few minutes to call you back is all. So thank you for calling us. My name again is Ramey.
Yes.
I am a supervisor here with Unisource Electric. I had called you because we did receive your request for opting out of the digital meter we have there, because you're saying you need to get it out of there as soon as possible. So I know that Susan had informed you about the $26 a month meter read fee, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But the other thing I wanted to also inform you of is currently right now you have a digital meter, and in order for us to exchange that meter to an analog type meter, there is also an additional $47 fee associated with that. It's a one-time fee to exchange the meter as well.
Fine.
So I wanted to give you that heads up before I put the order in. I didn't want to surprise you
That's
on
fine.
your bill when the fee came on the bill.
That's fine.
Okay. And then did she give you information to send us? I'll go ahead and start this process for you right now, so don't worry about that. I'm going to take care of it for you as soon as possible. But we would also like to get a letter, an official opt-out letter from you.
Fine.
Did she give you that information?
No, please send me the letter.
Okay, I'll send you a letter, sir. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It'll give you some instructions on what to send back to us.
Okay. Now,
okay.
Everything, when it's supposed to be happening, all this, just to have an idea?
Well, typically, the meter exchange will occur within 2 weeks, typically. But I will press and express the urgency of trying to get this exchange as soon as possible. I unfortunately can't give you an exact date on when, but I will ask that I can have them give you a call to give you a time frame.
Okay. Let me just, I'm trying to really, you're doing your job, and I appreciate it, by the way. But let me just give you an idea of what's going on here, okay? So at least you understand. And this is not just me, by the way. I've been talking with other people, too. They probably will receive some phone calls. Whoever came out with this idea of the smart meter, maybe they did not understand, or maybe they just underestimated that there may be, and I say maybe because at that point we will see in court of law how it works this, some really serious side effect for the health, okay? Because it's been documented right now. You can see also, check it out, there are already many lawsuits and people that are really getting sick, and the symptoms, they're pretty much black and white, okay? We have people here in this household that really, we are ready to go to the hospital because there is nausea and there are symptoms that they're really, it all started since the smart meter was installed. Every day, it's a painful day. Today is March the 7th, 2017, I'll put on notice Unisource, and you are the one let them know that everything happens worse from today. I will add this to the medical expenses that we're going to incur, okay? Just to let you know. So please, do this, put an extra note, PS, we are getting sick, and this is going to be part, if I get worse, it's going to be on the Unisource legal fee bills, okay? This is not a threat. This is nothing against you. It's just exactly what I'm going to do. Because we are sick and tired. And I'm telling you, you know what? Remove, that's fine. You want to charge me $47, fine. It is my fault because I knew it before. I should never let your people come here to change anything. We were doing fine. We were doing great before this change to this whatever smart meter. My health and other people's health in this household decided to go down the drain since this was installed. We will see now if there was a coincidence or not. Meanwhile, please put an extra note. Mr. Zanna not only is kind of irritated to pay this extra fee, forget about that. Every day pass by and I get sicker, it's going to get worse for Unisource. Let them know. Let me know whenever you got any news. You got my number, and I appreciate it.
Have a good day, Mr. Zanna.
Thank you, sir. All right. That was Unisource. Okay? Simple as that. Unfortunately, that's the only way you can talk to these people. Because 2 weeks after you told them that it's an emergency, people are getting sick, people are having nausea, and you want to look at the symptoms, you can go now online, and I'll tell you some of the symptoms. By the way, there are many people with lawsuits, lawyers involved. Why? Because it's scientifically proven this is real. I'm not a doctor. All I can tell you, though, I was doing fine before the smart meter was installed.
It is that time again. 1776, the organic coffee to brew a revolution. Brought to you by Zanna Coffee. 1776 is the best organic and GMO-free coffee beans blend from around the world to amplify your senses and enhance love for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Zanna Coffee brings you happiness in every cup. Fair trade certified, sustainable organic coffee. Free Zanna songs with every coffee bag. Get 1776 at www.zannacoffee.com. www.zannacoffee.com. Don't be cheap. Life is too short. 1776.
He's a songwriter, a poet, a rifleman.
I'm not afraid.
And a constitutional activist.
I'm not afraid.
Italian by birth.
I'm not afraid.
American by choice. Luca Zanna.
I'm not afraid.
And his new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom. 16 powerful songs on one CD from the heart of a patriot. For download or to order the CD, go to www.lovegunsfreedom.com. That's www.lovegunsfreedom.com. Lyrics for your mind, music for your heart. Luca Zanna's new CD, Love, Guns, and Freedom.
It is time. Get your Arizona Concealed Carry Permit now with Arizona Concealed Carry Permit by Zanna Enterprises, LLC. Become a more responsible and educated gun owner. Carry legally concealed in 35 states. Carry permitted in restaurants where alcohol is served. Learn where and how you can legally carry a firearm in Arizona. Learn where you can use deadly force. Where can you display your gun or not for self-defense? Learn how to deal with law enforcement while carrying a firearm. Learn how to be aware of your surroundings and how to avoid a confrontation. Buy your gun without waiting for a background check. Get your Arizona Concealed Carry Permit now. Go to www.azccw.us. Go to www.azccw.us. Free for single mothers and people with disabilities. You're listening to Love, Guns, and Freedom